in the field of psychotherapy, how important attention to somatic experiences
Yes.
is as part of doing therapy. And so I thought I'd just bring it in at that moment.
Yes.
Although we've been adding somatic experiences throughout this whole conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to throw another one into the pot.
Yeah.
Larynx. And we can decide how much we want to go with this. It's fine with me to talk about that being born prematurely and probably having breathing tubes as a newborn, for me, would have influenced my larynx's development or something.
No question. No question, including what you referred to as the habitual positioning of your larynx within your throat.
Yeah.
No question.
The next question I have is a doozy.
Yeah, I'd like to hear it.
I have a sense, or I even know, that paying attention, for example, to my larynx, the vagal nerve, my face, my heart, is therapeutically useful. How is paying attention to my larynx therapeutically useful? That question came, like, we went so far into paying attention to the anatomy and history of my larynx.
Yeah.
I would like, if it's answerable.
I would like to attempt to answer you in a preliminary, this is my answer for this moment kind of answer. All the habits of use which we live with as embodied people either are supportive or are cause us to have to do extra work to overcome them. So it may be useful to, if we just develop an interest or we have a professional need. That would be in my case.
Mine too.
Okay.
For sure. My question is actually professional need.
Okay.
Yeah, that's...
It may be useful then to undertake a set of self-studies guided by a professional or experiments in tandem with the help of a professional to find out what's there, if we can. It's an extremely undeveloped area.
What's it?
The it meaning the area of what to experiment with. I sometimes experiment with the tripartite, with some clients and students of mine, the tripartite experience of suck, swallow, breathe that an infant has to master in the first few minutes of life. Suck, swallow, breathe. Yes. Now, your suck, swallow, breathe was interrupted because you were breathing through tubes placed down there, and I don't know how you were eating. I don't know if you were eating through a tube also or through a bottle.
Yeah, I don't either.
But I do work with suck, swallow, breathe, and it has brought up important information for some clients. Then there is a Gestalt therapist in Japan. I'm not remembering his name right now, but he's particularly interested in some of the physiology of the internal throat. He has made it into a large system, and I don't find that way of going useful.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that he's paying attention here is useful. And then there are other people who are voice specialists, quote, voice therapy specialists, who believe they're being helpful when helping people emit sound, sounding, and discovering what the larynx can do as a sounding instrument. None of this exactly gets to finding what may have happened in a pre-reflective state. Pre-reflective means before language.
Yes.
And how that carried forth as one developed. And therefore, whether it's at all useful now, so many layers of development later, to approach it directly or to attend to it, rather, I would be inclined indirectly, as an aspect of here and now functioning. Different kinds of practitioners would see it differently. A voice therapist practitioner would say, go right to it.
Right.
As a Gestalt therapist, as well as a voice specialist, I have never found going right to it to yield the best help. However, what we know now is that you're interested in this with regard to what Liz is teaching you and with regard to your own needs.
Professional and personal.
Professional and personal. And that I'm interested in it too. As a Gestalt therapist, because it's a somatic piece that seems somehow to be gathering energy, as being interesting. And also as a voice person, because I'm always interested in finding more and understanding more. So although we are both interested, this is uncharted waters. Finding out what to do in order to learn more or in order to effect change, if as a possible. It's uncharted waters. Can we improvise with this safely? Absolutely we can.